somebody who just doesn't like being, you know this.
Doesn't like to be on video?
Doesn't like to be on video, doesn't like to be interviewed.
Oh, you don't? Okay, well then we're just gonna have a conversation.
There you go.
That's why I said like I was just gonna sneakily like I don't know if my camera's turned on or not. We're just having some chai.
Yeah.
And you know what's really funny is that when you texted me what you wanted, I had just ordered a chai for myself, half sweet, half spicy, and I've never ordered that for myself ever. Ever. And I ordered it. I mean, I've ordered chai before, but not like half sweet, half spicy. And I literally looked at your thing and I was like, I was picking up on her order. It was funny, and I'm like, oh, can I get another one of those? Like, yeah. So it was perfect.
Sure.
Cheers.
Yeah. No, it's really good.
I got mine almond milk though. Yeah. Your jewelry, I love. You made both pieces and your earrings. Your earrings are incredible, and the way that they go with your shirt is like rocking my world right now.
Check out the little. You have to see the beads.
What are they made out of?
Ceramic. So these are African recycled, but these are mine.
So African recycled glass?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
And then the rest are
Oh my God!
ceramic.
Look at the little tiny details.
Tell me. So one
Tell me
day,
about it.
I thought I have an extruder, and I thought, oh, man, I love squares, so I'm going to extrude myself a square. And so then I took my X-Acto knife and I started slicing it into these different widths, of which I realized, you know, they all need to be different. So don't think about it too much. Just slice through. Then I realized once I sliced through that, of course, they got out of square a little bit. So then I had to take my paddle and I had to square each edge of each one, and then
Did you make like 100 of them, or like
I made 172.
100? Oh, why that number? It just happened.
Because that's what just happened.
And then how do you imprint the little black?
And then I just have little stamps, you know, and I just pressed it in.
Okay.
It's like the interview. It's like, you know,
So I love that African glass. So a friend of yours like gets the African glass, and
No, I just get them from Beach Chest.
And then how do you stamp the earrings too? What do you
Yeah.
make it out of?
Yeah, ceramics. They're all ceramic.
Okay.
And so the earrings are just really lightweight. Don't drop it.
I won't.
So that's one stamp that I've turned sideways and just printed it around in a
They're
circle.
so light.
They are very light.
But they would break if you dropped it.
Not always.
Yeah.
But I'd say like 90% chance. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want a 90% chance of rain. You bring an umbrella, right? You don't want that.
And you don't do it. You don't drop it.
exactly.
But you learn your lesson. But you know what? B-mix cracks. Breaks beautifully. And so with my glue, I just can put them right back together,
okay.
and you would barely see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago did you start making jewelry as opposed to?
Well, I was in my studio one night, and I just thought to myself, what would happen if you made earrings? And so I kind of mashed some clay down on the table,
Yeah.
thinned it out, and I scooped up one, and I scooped up another, and I looked at it, and I went, well, those are cool. And I put a hole at the top, and that's how it started. And now they're much more refined.
Yeah. So, so like 10 years? Like
Oh, no.
New.
New. I have been, ceramics started classes in 2015.
Okay. So last
about
10 years. Yeah.
But the earrings were maybe I started making, good question. 6 years ago.
Well, I got a vase from you, like a wall hanging vase.
Yeah.
And I have little air plants that live in it.
Yeah.
I love it so much, and it looks like it's stamped with the same and made out of the same type of material.
It
That was
is.
when you were on Paul Drive, I think, in the studios there. And that was probably about 10 years ago, I think.
Mark Drive, actually.
Oh, Mark Drive.
Paul
was over.
Paul turns into Mark once
Got
they
it.
extended the
Yeah.
road. Mark Drive.
Mark,
Mark
Paul,
Drive Studios.
they're all exes.
I had that studio for 17 years.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. And I went through lots of generations of points of view. I started out with my watercolors on paper.
Oh, I'm starting out on that. I'm doing watercolors
Oh,
right now. I'll share what
really?
I'm doing with you. I'd love for your like opinion, but I'm loving watercolors right now.
It's a beautiful medium.
Yes.
It is. I tell people when I was showing out on the road, and people would say, how do you get those colors? And because my pieces were very abstracted faces, abstracted figure, everything was abstracted. And then separate areas of color.
Do you have photographs of what you
I do.
Yeah? Okay. Cool.
And so people would ask, how do you get those colors? And I said, well, just by mixing. You know?
Right.
But the thing is that people don't realize that transparent watercolor is that it's transparent. So whatever blend of colors you mix together, it's still transparent. Sometimes you'll see like the pigment is maybe a little bit heavier in some of the paints.
Like grainy in some of the paints? Yeah.
Somewhat grainy, ultramarine. But they mix beautifully, and you can make colors that it's just your new rainbow. You know, it's your own rainbow.
You know what's so cool about that is like I hear that people that have near-death experiences, after they cross over, they come back and say there were colors there that were so amazing. No colors like we've ever seen here before. And if I sit there and imagine like what's a color like I've never seen,
Exactly.
I can't come up with something if I've never seen it before. You know, but imagine like musical notes you've never heard before or colors you've never experienced before. Like how cool would that be? I mean, here I think with our senses we can only pick up a certain spectrum.
Yeah.
But I'm excited one day to be able to.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I've listened to hours and hours of NDEs.
Yes, me too. I'm obsessed. Yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, because there's so much truth
Absolutely.
in what they report.
And they're so similar.
They are.
Yeah.
Similar but so different.
So unique to their own experience.
Yes.
Because if somebody has a heaven or a hell, it's not going to be the same as your heaven or hell, right?
right.
Like everything may be purple for me and you may hate purple. So it's like, I think that it's customized. When they say they go to a place of pure and absolute love, right? I mean, I think it's all custom to their life experience, and then they have the life reviews and
Absolutely.
and then the figure, whether it's their relatives or a Jesus type figure, or I mean, whoever they worship, whatever their connection was to the higher source is what shows up for them.
Or deep love.
Yes.
Parents.
Right.
Grandma.
Right.
Shows up. Dog.
Yes.
Cat.
And so the dog and cat, you made a beautiful cat portrait of my kitty Micro.
I just
who
looked
passed.
at it the other day.
Isn't he incredible? And aren't you incredible?
He
for
passed? Oh, he did.
Yes, yeah.
Right,
that
that's
was
right.
a memorial
That's right.
tribute to him. But
That's
he's
right.
always with me, so yeah.
Yeah, it was more like he was alive, but that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, his little perky self.
Oh,
Yeah, I was looking through all my dog portraits because I'm going to do a show this weekend at a dog training. It's a fundraiser for a dog training place in Napa.
Oh, neat.
And so I thought, because I do dog portraits,
right.
I thought, well, here's an opportunity to see if I can snag some dog portraits.
Yeah.
And of course, bring earrings and my love bugs.
What do you love bugs?
I love bugs.
What?
Oh, I've got them in my car.
Okay.
They are pieces of clay that I rolled around like a little rock and stamped into it, and I put wire lakes on, and they are so cute.
You might have one hanging out with you.
No, but I have pictures. No, they're really sweet, and I don't like sweet things. I don't like sweet art.
Well, it's a bug, so
but
that's.
it's a yes.
Yeah.
And they're unusual because so I'll quickly look up on my Instagram.
Yes, that would be great. I haven't seen the love bugs on your
Oh
Instagram.
gosh.
I'm gonna move this camera so I can have a sip of my.
I'm gonna move into the shade a little more now that I'm
okay.
warm. Oh, here they are. Oh, here's a whole bunch of them.
All right. Oh my gosh! Look at them. Oh, they are adorable, and they're ugly cute. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
they're the kind of cute that's not like sicky
Is that a
cute.
slug? Is that a
Yeah.
What is that? Caterpillar?
And I didn't mean to call it ugly, but you know what I mean, like the
Totally.
yeah. Okay, good.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. So I don't want them to be cute.
Yeah,
They're
but
just
they
me.
are.
They're just me. This is just a version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
yeah. I don't know. Where does an idea come from? What is the inspiration? You know, I wouldn't be able to figure that one out with these guys.
Right.
It's just like, what if and what about?
They're really cute. And are you selling those guys, or are they
Oh
just
yeah. I've been making them for
yeah.
3 years or so.
Oh God, I totally missed those.
It's hard to get rusty wire. So rusty wire legs. So I'm always looking for rusty wire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that I come across it, but I was gonna say I'll keep my eye
It's
out.
on the ground.
But I don't want rusty
Rusty.
wire in my eye. What, did you ever have any formal art training, or what's like your background or your history? How did you get started as like a kid? What was your, yeah?
A kid, it did. Started at birth.
Yeah. Well, I know you were born as an artist, but like, what about like?
I was born into a creative family.
Oh, you were?
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My parents, lovely.
Oh my God! Look at it. So
Bless
Michael's Transportation on the side of that bus.
Oh, God, Carrie.
Are you kidding?
Are you
me?
kidding?
Holy shit! Michael's Transportation.
I love it.
Hello, there's two of them.
Forget it, Michael.
Okay. That is so funny. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
He does appear. He wants to appear more often than maybe he does.
What the heck? Have you
I
ever heard
know.
of Michael's Transportation before? I've
No.
never seen a big yellow bus with that. Like,
He's
hilarious.
schooling everybody still, right?
Yes.
Get in my bus. I'll take you to my school.
Oh, I would go to the Aragon.
But it's on the other side.
I know. You got a peek of it that
Yeah.
day.
Oh, yeah. At any rate, I was born into, a family of artists. My parents met at Oberlin, and they were in art classes together.
Oh.
And my dad was impressed by my mother because she won the poster contest,
Okay.
even though he tried, but he didn't resent. And they just, they were two peas in a pod. You know, when people speak the same language,
Yes.
and they spoke the language of art, and that affects everything you do. Nice ring.
Thank you.
And at any rate, so my sister, my brother, and myself, and my sister was creative. My brother worked on teeth and made the money in the family. He's a dentist.
Oh, okay. Got it.
My sister and I suffered as artists.
Okay.
Um,
Do you still have the poster that your mom won the contest with? Wouldn't that be something?
oh, I never even saw it.
Yeah.
I don't know
wonder
what it
even
was.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was wonderful. It was great.
Yeah. And so where are you in line? Were you the firstborn or second?
Last.
Oh, you're the baby.
Yeah, I was a mistake.
Oh, you are a beautiful mistake.
Well, I really wanted to come in.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And of course you pick them because they're artists,
that's right. That's right. I picked all their circumstances, and we don't realize what we choose, really, until we get older.
Yeah.
And we have the experience of time
Yep.
and reflection. And boy, I've done that a lot. Turned 74 April, double Aries,
Ooh.
and
birthday.
enjoying every year of it, and creatively, just everything about it.
Yeah. You keep
So-
growing and creating and changing in different art media. Okay, so we're so bad we jump all over the place. Let's go back to, so it was the watercolor. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
what medium did you get into next along your creative journey with, because,
My first love was the pencil.
oh, okay.
And I still, so when I would sharpen my pencils,
Uh-huh.
you know, I would always smell the wood.
Oh.
Because they're cedar or something. I mean, the pencils, many pencils, especially years and years ago,
Oh.
they smelled so good.
I just remember like the lead smell. I don't really remember the wood
It
smell.
is the lead smell
Uh-huh.
too. It's weird that lead has this scent.
Yeah.
and that it does hang in there when you, of course, when
Like
you
a heavy
sharpen your
metal,
pencils,
yeah.
But so I still smell my pencils.
It's part of the whole experience.
It is. It's very.
It puts you in the mindset, maybe. The aromatherapy part of it.
Yeah, aromatherapy. Artist aromatherapy. Smelling pencils.
Maybe we can
Try
get some like
this one.
pencil oil to wear for artists.
With a little lead.
Some turpentine on the side.
Yeah, God. But yeah. So no, pencil was my first. I thought I would draw forever.
Uh-huh.
And interestingly enough, what is that? It's black and white.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is what I mostly do. So I was very attracted to black and white.
Yeah.
I would add a little bit of colored pencil, but for the most part it was black and white. And then I, one time, was so bold, Hap Klebon. Remember Hap Klebon? The
No.
cat, the cats with the cat everything. It was cat everything. Cat t-shirts, cat humor. Oh, well, at any rate.
I love cats, and I guess I missed this.
Oh, Hap,
Are
very
these like
famous.
the really
He was very
popular,
famous.
brightly colored, like striped
Orange.
cats? Oh, they're all orange.
The orange striped cat with the big eyes
Okay.
and just odd sense of humor.
Well, the
Very
only one I know
odd.
is Garfield.
No.
This is
his was a little more street than Garfield. At any rate, I got to know him well, and he gave me some watercolors, and my dad was a watercolorist.
Oh, okay.
But so I watched that process in my young life, and I thought, what would I do? I feel like I want to add some paint, but I don't want oil. I don't want acrylic. So watercolor. So he gave me some, and I started putting them right in like in the elbow and in the knuckle area of like drawings, and then the colors started creeping in more, and then they became full color, and that was joy because I do love color. So I have this kind of like this battle for color in black and white, and seeing that I don't make art to sell, I just hope it sells. That's why I live very lean life, because I just always wanted to be on my own adventure creatively. And when a gallery would ask me to repeat something, I would say, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And and I also found galleries, a lot of them just lied.
Oh,
a lot of them took me for a ride, some didn't pay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I remember going to a court hearing for one gallery. It was so cool. The Source Gallery, San Francisco, one of the first ones south of Market.
She took all of them with her.
And so it was very great gallery, wonderful artists, and she screwed us over.
Oh, boy.
And she lent the money out to her family. I went to the first court hearing. And so I finally decided, no more galleries. I'm going to sell my own work.
Good.
Then I can do exactly what I want to do.
Right.
And so that was 20 plus years on the road, all over the country,
Really?
selling my own work.
How did you do it? You just went to like fairs and craft like festivals and
It was like,
followed the Grateful Dead?
It was well, I was gardening professionally to help myself make a living. And
I didn't know that about you either.
Yeah, when I was 38, I started a gardening business.
Oh,
and
cool.
so I was a maintenance gardener. But I was always painting and I was always showing, especially like Mill Valley Art Festival. That was the big one that's always remained in my life. And so then I had some talks with artists that were on the road selling. And I found out about this world of art shows. And it was kind of the birth of more of these big art shows.
Okay.
So from Denver to Coconut Grove to New York, I've driven the middle of the country up to the Northwest, down to the Southwest.
Wow.
I've shown, packed my display, my canopy, all my work, everything that I needed.
It's like a
to
traveling
sell.
musician, but different.
It was, it was great. And then you go and set up at these shows that are hard to jury into. But when you get in, you're going to be showing with others from around the country. So the shows were like the middle of the spoke of a wheel. And if it was Denver, you knew that there were artists that were coming in from all directions to these shows because they were so good. They were sophisticated, well attended, and you could sell your pieces pretty well.
Good.
Anyway,
at least enough for gas money to get to the next show, right?
Hotel, gas money.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was just a great lifestyle.
Yeah. And how long did you do that for?
At least 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
You drove around the country for 20 years.
I did.
Did you have a home base anywhere, or you just
No. West Coast home base.
Right.
But I mean, honestly, and I would drive 13 hours a day.
And by yourself, and you were never afraid.
By myself.
You just were divinely guided, going wherever.
It wasn't even, once you're on the road, you realize that nothing's there that's going to get you,
right?
Unless you're stupid,
which you're not.
And you make friends with the truck drivers. You give them space on the road, and then life is good.
Yeah.
Because they run the road.
Interesting.
And
so they look out for you a little bit.
You see stupid people driving, and I think they look out. I think I've heard that they would stop for somebody. And, Anyway. Oh, you know what the docu.
There's a series.
Docklands.
Oh. Okay.
Docklands is at the Raffel, and a lot of these people are involved. Don't they look the part?
Oh yeah, they do.
Yep.
Photographers and whatnot. That's cool.
Black, wearing lots of black, dark colors.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, did you already know Michael by the time you were out on the road doing your stuff?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, we were separated by that time. That happened maybe 10 years before. But I always did Mill Valley, like I say. So I was involved in showing my work. And again, previously, galleries, which is not my cup of tea. She looks familiar. The woman in the hat.
Yeah.
Does she look familiar?
She's a photographer.
She's probably really famous.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. We'll check it out later.
Yeah, we will. I know you will.
Oh, I will. You know I will. I'm a
Yeah.
sleuth, an internet sleuth, so.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
you were brought up around here, or where were you? You went to
Kentfield.
You were brought up in Kentfield. You went to TAM.
No, Redwood.
Oh, you went to Redwood.
I did. I was Kentfield, so that was Redwood.
Right.
And
Okay.
Central Marin. Then Centerfell was this part of Marin, and so Terra Linda.
How old were you when you met Michael Aragon?
25.
25. All right. Look at that face. Young and impressionable. And crazy
Loving
about
the bad jazz drummers, the bad boys.
Yeah, boy. We love those bad boys, especially in our 20s, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And did he live in Marin City, and whereabouts in Marin City was he?
He did. His parents, he's Portuguese, Indigenous American. And so tight family living together, too many people. And frustrating, affected him. But you know what was interesting? Did he ever tell you that his mom, in the stroller, his mom would either have a radio playing music or she would sing. So that's how he got to know all those old tunes, all the words, because everybody would go to Michael for the words to tunes. Hey Michael, what are the words to, whatever, Autumn Leaves, or whatever.
And he just knew all the
He did.
lyrics.
Knew them all.
I'm good with lyrics too.
Great.
remembering
Oh, are
things.
you?
Yeah.
Great
Maybe it's
resource.
we're cousins, so I
know.
know a lot of our relatives. Their old pictures of them. They're playing music together.
Sure.
Which is cool.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
his whole family growing up lived in Marin City.
Oh my God, the theater's letting out.
Sure is.
Oh wow. We chose an active spot.
I see, because all these kids are getting on Michael's bus. That's what the buses are for.
That's it.
I love this, that they're taking kids out for field trips to see the movie.
What documentary did you guys see?
Oh, they're not
The
listening.
Dipsy and the... What documentaries did you see? The Dipsy and what else? Banjo?
It wasn't the Dipsy. It was the educational programming programs. There were. Well, they did see the Dipsy. You're right. They
Local.
changed at the last minute because we're screening for Doglands too. But for education, but you're right. They did add it.
Yeah.
Where are the kids from?
I don't know. Some schools.
Another question.
Uh-huh.
So, there were some people standing here that were selfie recording. No, but, you see the woman in the hat. Who is she?
She's a photographer from the Chronicle.
Okay,
the
she looks
Chronicle.
she looks very familiar.
I don't know what it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks very interesting. Thank you for saying that. Telling us. All you have to do is ask,
I
right?
know. Creativity everywhere.
Aw. Yeah.
So
Meanwhile,
so he and his family lived in Marin City? The
they
house was in Marin
did.
City?
They did.
Was it part of the housing projects or on
They
the other
lived-
side?
it was in the flats, and there were some houses, single houses, and then I think it may have been torn down. There was a spooky house, a Victorian.
Oh.
If you go on the flats, you go to I think the first stoplight, because that's the main drag.
Yeah,
You either
yeah.
go to the apartments or some housing. It's changed so much
I
now.
know.
But yeah, they used to go on the property of this scary old Victorian. And yeah, so he went to Cam High, and I mean, that's where he got a lot of his street stuff, you know, was just being in a community of color,
Yes. Yeah.
hardworking people,
Yes.
and not wealthy, not
Right.
Marin. It was Marin City.
Yeah.
But Marin City was different then. Yeah, it was roots.
Yeah.
It was like roots.
I'm
No
just-
fancy apartments on the hill.
Right.
Flea market.
Yes. I love
The flea market.
I went every weekend as a kid. My
Did
mom
you?
took me there
Did you?
antiquing, or we would
super.
buy antiques and then get all the paint off them and then go back and resell them at the flea market. Do you remember the Grease Man? There was a guy, and we called him the Grease Man because he was just head to toe in grease, and he rode a bicycle around, and you couldn't even tell if he was black or white or what, because he had just such thick black grease all over him, and he wore like
Dirt.
old leather pants, and he had dirty toes,
Yes.
and
Yes.
everyone called him the Grease Man.
Yeah.
And the kids would like giggle when, oh, there's the Grease Man, and we'd all look for him at the flea market, and
Oh, wow.
I don't know whatever happened to him.
Yeah. Probably
That's sad.
suffocated his body. You know, it couldn't breathe anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. There goes Michael's transportation. That's just
Bye.
I love it.
Cool. So, yeah. Yeah. What else?
Oh, okay. So you went from black and white. Your first love was a pencil. Then you went into the
What?
watercolor.
I mean, I'm turning this thing on. I'm gonna mute it. Mute. Watercolor. Yeah, that lasted a while.
Okay.
And then somebody, Joan, gave me a piece of clayboard, like a 6x6. She goes, "Here, try this." That's what studios are good for when you're in a studio complex. I miss the communication now, but I like being at home. At any rate, interaction. And I had taken a demonstration somewhere, a piece of clayboard, and she gave me that, and that kind of finalized that. Maybe I need to figure out, what is this clayboard?
Yeah.
And so I was using some black gouache, which I would use in my watercolors because it was flat and matte and dense. And if I really wanted a black area, I used gouache. So I had my brush and I just thought, well, I don't know. And I went, got it wet. And then I just brushed like kindergarten. I just went, woo, 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 woo. And I thought, okay. And then it dried. And then I went, that reminds me of my first painting in Mrs. Brown's kindergarten class. And I remember the other kids, she took us in sections, and the other kids, me, waiting, came over and were given glossy paper and starch and pigment, which was finger paint. And it was pink. God, it's interesting. I was just reflecting that night before last night, I was with my creative friends, and I looked at Eileen and I said, do you like the color pink? And she said, well, not really. And I said, well, it's kind of like orange. It's a special color, and it has its place.
Yeah.
And it has emotional content because it's used so much representing the heart or sweetness, flowers. And now that I think about it, the reason I love pink is because the color I got to use as a kid, finger painting on this glossy
in
paint,
Miss Brown's
was
class.
pink.
Wow.
And I remember distinctly my fingers going around and around, and the effect of depth.
Okay.
So one would go on top of the other, but so it would leave these
them.
without intentionally doing it. It was all just looking. And so when I put the gouache onto the clay board and it dried with that kind of dimensional thing, I thought, oh, this is the root of something new. And then I explored it more. I bought more clay board, and I did around 150 little portraits to start out. And then it just developed into what I like as a substrate is clay board. But again, I do something that's not really appealing to people because they want color, or it's too weird, or it's too, yeah.
It's okay. It's not basic.
Well, I know it's okay.
Yeah.
Because I do it,
Yeah.
and that's what comes out. But I've never been able to paint for the public. I've never been able, I've done flowers, but then it's done.
Right.
And I want to do more, even though I know I could make more money painting flowers.
Yeah.
I just won't do it. I'm stubborn.
You don't have to do it. I mean, that's what's so beautiful about art, right?
That's, of course, except when you're making a living.
Oh, yeah.
That is your living.
Yeah, but then you would be selling out. That would be
Exactly.
like you being a jazz
It's a
musician
non-truth.
and playing like a pop tune to get on the radio. It's just.
And we do that in a lot of jazz musicians, they might be, playing a little gig on the side.
Right.
And so I can't say I haven't done that.
Right.
And so, but now gardening's back in my life.
That's awesome.
It's so great.
Do you have beautiful roses right now?
All roses have been beautiful this year. Just the water and the sun.
Oh, is that what my garden is just going crazy
Everything.
with the roses?
That's the timing of the water and the sun. The roots started growing with the heat. Then the rains came again.
Perfect.
And everything came to be. But I'm what I call a finish gardener. I want to go into your garden or the garden, a garden, and I want to prune, weed.
Will you
love
come to my
weeding.
garden?
I know
I will pay you to come to my garden.
I love weeding.
Okay, come on over.
But what I want to do is I want to refine the garden. But I don't want to do it so much that it looks really refined.
Right.
But I want to go in, and I figure when a gardener goes in and they touch everything, the earth, the plants that are there, remove. It is, it's like such a, gardening is, it is close to the earth.
Yeah.
And feeds your soul, but it's also an aesthetic. So my aesthetic of what I like to see, how I like to see it, then can come into the garden, and I use my aesthetic in the garden.
Wow, that's beautiful. And does it ground you? Like, so you're connecting to the earth?
Is that a question?
Well,
Does it ground you?
Well, what did you say? You're a double fire sign, right?
Yes.
So,
Oh, yeah, I'm
and
out
I am
there.
too. I mean, I'm Sagittarius, so that's why we're fire on fire.
My mom was a Sag.
Oh, really?
She was a beautiful person.
Oh.
You guys, you Sagittarians,
Yeah.
you're very, very loving, very creative, forward-moving, non-judgmental, really kind, good people.
I'm working on the judgmental part. I judge everything. It's
Do
like,
you?
Oh, yeah.
That's part of survival.
Well, I just feel like, yeah, and then like yourself gets hit the most. Let's talk to this beautiful person.
Mayday tomorrow. We're covering the protest. Oh, yeah. It's going to be all hands on deck tomorrow.
Ooh,
Can we get your business card in case we want you to come for an event?
Do you work at the theater?
No, no.
I work at the San Francisco Conference.
we heard, we asked. Yeah.
We recognized you.
There's something so familiar about you.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yoshi James.
Oh, beautiful.
God.
So
Awesome.
we'd have to talk to the Chronicle to have you come to cover an event. You can't do it
Oh,
yourself.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
Aragon-
we'll be talking to
Yoshi James.
Yoshi James.
Yes.
Oh wait, I have a business
You'll
card.
have fun. It's
Oh shoot,
it's a
do I not have
fundraiser
it? I
for
don't have the
2
business
youth
card.
and arts programs.
Oh well, we'll
Oh.
find you.
Okay, so the reporter for that would be should be Lily Janiak.
Okay.
Jenny?
Janak.
Okay.
Jen-
So
Okay,
if you
cool.
go to Datebook
Uh-huh.
and look up writers
Yeah.
or contact us,
We'll find her.
you'll find her.
Okay.
You'll find the writers for that. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you,
You're a
ladies.
beautiful soul.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for saying hello.
Yeah.
I got a boat. I got
All right.
Go.
All right. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
How cute.
I'm in tears.
What a beautiful soul she is, and helping us get the message.
No,
Michael's message out.
just I'm deeply moved by her soul. Yeah. Wow.
Huh. That's cool.
That's me. I'm a deeply empathetic person,
I know you are.
and it's been a quite an issue in life to be born so open
Yeah.
and so empathetic, and to navigate through life. I just had so many doubts and so many questions, and the weight of certain things, and how to be a human. It's been very hard. And so that's one reason I treasure being older, is because I finally have grounded. You know, I've planted myself. My roots are in the ground. And yeah, after my sister died, I was 60, she was 67, when she was a big weight, a big story.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to demean her at all, because our relationships are what they are. You're given this, and so only with perspective, after her passing, did I really realize I got a lot of shit to work on in myself.
Yeah.
I spent 5 years in self-analysis. I was in my studio one evening, and nobody else. We had common ceiling, so nobody else was there, and I was just by myself. And I was doing something, and I distinctly remember where I was, how I was. It was nighttime, and this yummy, like our brains do. Carol, my sister's name, blah, 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 blah. And I stopped and I thought, what was that?
And you heard her in her voice, and you
Oh no, I heard my voice defending myself, or you know, the interaction of dealing with a lifetime of interactions.
right.
And I stopped and I went, well, now wait a minute, she's not here anymore. what are you doing talking to yourself like
With
that?
that narrative. Interesting.
So I told myself, and I'm really good at this, I said, you're going to watch every thought that you have, and you're going to see where it's coming from and why. And it took me 5 years, but I got through it.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
that was just by observing yourself.
Yep.
Just self-observation for 5 years.
Absolutely.
Now, when you were a teenager, and being so empathetic, and I had this problem, if you went into a full room of people, did you have a hard time deciding what they were feeling and what you were feeling because you felt what other people in the room were feeling?
It was.
It melded together, and you
It
thought
was
it was you.
all of that.
Yeah.
It was a need to feel like I. It was this. The energies were also seemingly significant, but I was not significant.
Oh.
So I would kind of emulate somebody else just to try and find out how can you be in life and be that social? How does that happen? What are they talking about?
So you were kind of chameleon at that point until you got grounded
Yeah.
in who you were as.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I think that's really common.
Yeah, I think it is too. And although the experience of it and the formation of, why you do what you do and how you do it is like the NDEs, they're all different. Our lessons are all different, but we have very similar issues because we're human.
Yes, it's a human condition for sure.
Yeah. So, but at any rate, but I was always interested in what we don't see, the other side. Much more interesting to me. And one day, I don't know how old I was, but I was old enough to be tall enough to look into the iron frying pan in a morning, like a Saturday morning, and my mother scrambling eggs. And I remember, I don't know where this came from, looking at her and saying, Mom, if all we are is energy, then we never die, right? And the Sagittarius said, what an interesting question, honey. Which gave me a breadth of no answer, no doubt, no yes, no knowing about this question about the unknown or the unknown. Anyway,
The great mystery of life.
the great
right?
mystery.
Yeah.
And she was a great teacher in that she was not judgmental. She was great. At any rate, yeah. So I guess the way I paint, since we'll go back to painting. I remember I went to CCAC, California College of Arts and Crafts, for 3 years. I didn't graduate, but I just wanted to go for the experience. And I remember I was in a class called Symbolic Realism, which is not my cup of tea because I didn't know how to gather my wits or ideas
About the
about
realism
that.
part, but you would have
About
the
symbolic
Oh,
realism.
okay. No?
Symbolism and all that never gelled with me because my thinking was very different. But I kind of wanted to challenge myself, and he was Ralph Borge from Point Reyes. He was the epitome of a teacher. He was a great teacher. He said, learn to draw the figure perfectly. Line, texture, volume, light shadow, proportion. And then your abstractions will have an underlying sensibility. And when I saw kids, when I was on the road, showing on the road, and you've got public, all ages. And a kid would be with proud parents going, this is our little artist, our young artist, 14 or whatever. And I said, oh, I have something interesting to tell you that my art teacher taught me. Learn to draw the figure, blah, 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 blah. And I think it's true. I think when when you learn the discipline of drawing, your experience of the quality of life, the dimension of life can be abstracted. A lot of people go, it's so hard to abstract. Well, it is, because it's not real.
And that's why it's
emotional
good for
feeling.
you, easy for you, because that's kind of the world you live in,
It's an
right?
emotional feeling. My abstractions are only abstract because it's how I see the world.
Right.
I don't want a face to look like a face anymore, but I want to indicate a face. So the exploration is much looser. So through the symbolic realism class, I realized that I don't like it. I don't want to go, the ball is on the stairway, which means that, you know, life is half done and the person standing at the top is looking and maybe has one hand out, and all these components that make up symbolic realism.
Okay.
And then you render it, you paint it, you draw it, whatever. I find it too heady.
Yeah.
I need to just let it happen.
See,
That's
when
where
I thought
find
of
my
symbolic
joy.
realism, I was thinking about, when I think of like symbolic stuff, I think of like Jungian stuff. So my brain went completely to like archetypes and symbols, and not a ball on a stair or a apple in a bowl. Like, but yeah. So that's where I was going with that. But
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting that you said that, because one of my friends, Stella, another artist that down at the ICB that I interviewed recently, as she got further along in her painting career, she started, you know, creating people, but she would just put enough, like you were talking about, so then people could use their own imagination as to what that person might look like. So are you saying you won't paint a full face, but you'll do like kind of an indication of it? She's doing that as well, and I feel like as you start learning or becoming really good at your craft, that then you start implementing it that way, so then it's up to the person perceiving your work to have their own interpretation of what that is. And you learn that subtlety, I think, as you become a better and better artist, where you don't have to spell it out completely. Like you leave the room of the interpreter's imagination.
Absolutely, and that's the beautiful thing about art. Even if it's realism, it's open to your interpretation.
Right.
And why do you love the painting of the Marin Hill? You know, with the shrubs and the trees growing certain ways that they do around here. Because you want to relate to it emotionally. It reminds you of something good where you live. And possibly you stop seeing it because it's so familiar and you relate to it and you don't really see it anymore. I always tell people, when was the last time you moved your artwork around in your house? Or did you paint your walls?
I do that all the time.
Yeah, when you paint your walls a color, all of a sudden the work looks different.
Yep.
Because it brings out different colors in the piece.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you see it again. It's really a valuable thing to rotate art. So you relate to why you bought a piece or were given a piece or whatever your relationship is in the first place. It's because you're living. I just think it's really a drag to be in a house where these things are, these beautiful pieces are, and you ask people, do you still see them? And they go, well, I don't know, they're there, or they're, yeah, oh, I pass it by every day. You know, open your eyes.
I notice my stuff all the time, but I notice things all the time too, like the eyeballs in the tree right there, or the, you know, I see I see stuff in tiles, you know, like I'll see figures in tiles. So my brain is constantly like I don't even partake in anything because I get just too far out there, because I'm seeing things like that all the time anyway. So I would imagine having that just appreciation of like moss growing and the feeling of moss, like a child would feel for the first time. If you keep that curiosity throughout your entire life, you know, and I am lucky that I have naturally just kind of preserved that, like I'm always, my head's looking at the clouds all the time. Like
Yes.
every morning there's something different and beautiful.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's just being an artist or
Yeah.
being observant or what that is.
It's a gift.
Mm.
I think it's really a gift. You know, artists, we live in this realm where we're connecting to the unseen. We go to school or we spend time and we train our brains to interpret, and the muscles and everything to go down into the hand to make pencil marks and brush strokes a certain way,
Right.
however you like to do it. And it is magic.
Yeah.
I think creativity is magic,
Yep.
and we are here to present that to others who need to feed on it and buy from us. You know, spend money and support this,
Yes.
and take it home and live with it in wonderment. And it is. I think I was an artist before.
Oh, absolutely.
I really do.
Your
I'm
soul is an artful soul. Yeah.
so deeply connected,
Yeah.
and it's like I just had to come back. And I mean, yeah, I just had to come back and just go wahoo, and let me just create. What would you do if you made necklaces? What would you do if you made earrings? What would you do if you did faces? What do you do if you do plein air? You
What
know,
does that mean?
sitting outside, working from nature or
Plein air,
buildings.
it's called?
Plein
Ah.
air.
Gosh, I'd like to think if I made necklaces, they'd look as awesome as yours. But I don't know what that would look like. That's
Exactly.
a very
You don't know.
inspirational question, and it might take me on another path, right?
Well, you're doing it with watercolor.
I am, and that's
You know-
maybe a start. But I have so many different ideas that I just haven't allowed myself to explore. I wouldn't know the first thing about starting that, but if I spent an hour in your studio, maybe something would, come up from that. And that's why it's so important to have teachers, like how your teacher inspired you, and then how you took that message and went out for 20 years and shared that with all the youth. Like,
Still
I
do.
love little tidbits like that.
Yeah.
And that's why, with the Aragon Foundation, I'm hoping that we can connect that talent and those kids that don't have
Yes.
that opportunity, and give them the opportunity to inspire them, to nurture
Yes.
their creativity,
Yes.
to connect them with teachers that have important messages, that people that believe in them, to support them. And it's just so important. And I feel like Michael would think that that's important too.
He's such a. I was thinking about him the other day. He was such a great teacher in so many different ways. But his teaching kids drums method, my nephew just considers him his mentor. And Greg's a drummer, amongst other things, videographer. And,
But Michael taught kids for many years.
he would teach select kids. He would teach select kids
Got it.
and adults.
Okay.
And he was just a marvelous teacher. His approach was so Michael.
Oh man.
Miss his soul, man.
Ugh.
Miss his soul.
Loved the video you sent the other day.
Oh God, I just sat there, just listening to it, and the light in the room, the
Yeah.
green light, and that night,
Yeah.
and he, just to listen to him ramble on.
I loved it. And I was on the
Yeah.
other side of the room, so I had it from a different perspective, my
Oh.
memory of that night. So
Oh,
when he called
my
out,
gosh.
he said, Haley, and he said, and my cuz for sending me the funny jokes. I thought,
Uh-huh.
oh, he called out. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you were up by Chuck and Sue Ann, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, because when you mentioned Chuck, I knew where they were, and I kind of moved the camera a little bit, and you could see
I was over
Chuck
kind of by
through
the
there.
bathroom.
Yeah, yeah,
By that
exactly.
area, yeah.
Wow, what a night!
What a
night! You are some kind of marvel. You didn't know it was going to come out. You are. You are. I don't know anybody like you. That is such a doer and with deeply creative root and obviously empathetic, wanting to share and give and nurture, and your ability to form this organization, this foundation is, to me, it's so out of my realm of how I function that I want to touch you more and take some of that in, but really to be a part of this, I can't thank you enough. But we are sewn together. We're part of the warp and woof of Michael's life, and which has brought us together.
The work and woof?
Warp.
A warp.
Warp and woof.
Warp and woof. What is that? I've never heard that.
In weaving, in fabric.
Oh, okay.
Warp and woof.
The fabric of Michael's life.
Yeah. The tapestry of whatever the weaving of his life.
Yeah.
We are deeply woven together, but yet just discovering each other more.
Yeah.
And my respect is I just can't believe you're doing this. I'm just amazed that you have your ability to reach out and connect. That's who you are.
Yeah. I am a connector and I'm resourceful. So those are two things that I just feel
Fabulous.
like I've worked my whole life up to this point to gain the skills to be able to do what I'm doing.
What did
here.
you do?
I worked in marketing and communications for a really long time, and I have my own little ad agency. But
That's right.
But that plus the music, plus the dance, plus the travel stuff that I'm doing, and then I've planned events and auctions and stuff before, but I feel like I'm.
Oh, oops. What time? Shit. When did I get here? 11:30-ish.
An hour ago.
So that was and I had an hour and 40 minutes on my
so you
meter.
have 40 minutes left. We've only been talking for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're so funny. Oh shit. We're all volunteer run, and so all the stuff I'm doing is just putting my time in. But I feel really divinely guided. I have Michael's beads that he gave me, and I sit down and meditate with them. And he
blue beads.
Well, there are some blue glass in them, but they're wooden. It's like prayer beads that he wore all the time. And when he was still alive, he said, "Cuz these are going to be yours someday." And I said, "Don't even talk about. I don't even want to talk about that."
Yeah.
But the last day on his passing, he put his forehead to mine, and he took them off of his head, and he slid them onto my head.
Nobody. That was private, huh?
Well, it was in the
Was
room
it?
with everyone, but it was like
it?
he said, "Come here."
Yeah.
He was on the couch at that point.
Yeah.
And it was and then when he was clapping his hands and I was playing the drum, we just locked eyes, and I felt that he passed something to me that I needed to do. And so I feel like this is what it is, and it's just coming together. And I have a program I'm talking to people in Marin City about doing a Marin City Youth Choir. He would love that, right?
He would love that,
right? And we're bringing have a program. We're bringing dance to this thing called Experience. What is it called? ELM, Enriching Lives Through Music. So that's in the Canal neighborhood, and we're bringing a dance program to them.
Wow.
And then we're going to be working with the kids up at Nevada School of the Arts, providing them with stuff. So these are things that we're going to be asking, or the proceeds from the gala are going to be going to helping these kids in these areas that really need the support.
I have an idea.
Yes, what?
And that is, you could. I don't know. You're nonprofit, so. The Mill Valley Art Festival on the road, Cascade Drive, the main gate. When you walk in, we have a lot of tables of nonprofits. And
are you on the board?
I'm on the committee.
The committee, okay.
Yeah, and if you're interested, it's such a great show.
When is it? Is it in
mid-September? Yeah, you can be gone.
Well, September 18th, I'm taking a group of people back to Kenya on a dance trip, which we're also funding through the Aragon Foundation. Not the trip, but we fund the instructors to teach kids over there in the Kibera informal settlements. But
Wow.
if it's before the 18th, we would definitely, or I can actually get like Haley or someone else to man the booth.
It is the
or charity.
Yeah, that's true. Just to bring awareness to the
Charity's
foundation.
on the board. I don't know if you remember Charity Gooden. She's a
Yes.
beautiful jazz singer.
I read your spiel about her.
I love her.
Do you use AI?
Yeah, I've been using AI. I love AI. I think people need to jump on the AI bandwagon. I will write an article and then I put it in AI for any kind of like grammar or refinement and stuff, but I use it as a tool all the time. It's like an assistant. It's super helpful.
Well, you're very, I mean, AI doesn't help with the poetic quality of your work.
Right.
And the structure. You're a very colorful writer.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, I mean, you really get, you could be a great art critic.
Oh, see, I don't know enough about art. I don't think. Well, maybe I do. But thank you. And yes, I think that AI has just been a fabulous tool. I use it daily for a lot of stuff, and that I think that things are going to be changing so much in the next 5 years. But AI is not going to be able to duplicate the emotion behind it. And the realness of
It's like
it.
digital art.
Yeah, so if you read an article and there's no emotion or there's no personality and stuff, that's all AI. But you can kind of tell. But it's going to be harder and harder to tell what's AI and what's real. But
I want to go out and live in the country and just work on the land.
I know.
I don't want to deal with all that. I cannot deal with AI.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me.
It's hard for a lot of people because they don't understand it, but I feel
It's
like
a trust factor. It's trust, and it's like, oh, well, I'm told that this is, go use that, and it's got all the answers. People ask these really deep questions and get these really deep responses, which I listened to a couple of them, and I thought, well, that's really interesting. I mean, this is unusual that this answer could be coming out. The issue is what do you believe?
yeah, that is the issue.
And so my nature is like total caution.
Oh, I think everyone should be completely cautious of it, and I think you need to be very mindful as to how you utilize it as a tool. But if you're able to ask it the right questions and use it to support your work or to save you time and like crafting an email or something, but it still has to be your voice. You have to tell it what to do. It's just a thing. Kind of like the internet, like, people were freaked out by that, but then like if you never learned how to go online or use Google or something, you'd be kind of screwed right now. I mean, I went to the DMV with my 82-year-old mother and we had to use a QR code on our phone to scan to get in line. So it's almost like you're going to be forced. I know you don't want to and you want to go move out to the woods, but we're gonna see so much change that I'm kind of glad that I'm middle-aged because I don't want to see what's going to happen in like 50 years from now. I'll be out of here. So that's
You might be back.
we could be back right now. We could be in a simulation as it is right now.
Well, it is a simulation.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. We can get into
we could go
whole
down a rabbit hole.
conversation about that. Oh, I found a really interesting meditation with a man named Joe Dispenza.
Why do I know that name? Oh, did
Joe
you tell me this
Dispenza.
before? I saw an article or an interview with him with one of like a podcast interview. Oh no, I met him.
Telepathy tape.
You told me that last time, and I've been watching it, and I turned it on. A lot of people onto that, but
Oh, isn't it
incredible?
a mind blower?
Total mind blower.
Opening.
But no, someone else did something with Joe Dispenza. So tell me what you were about to say.
Well, Joe Dispenza, I've listened to for a few years, but I kind of move away from some of them. These speakers, these people that are learned of internal and what we don't see, the delivery of information. And I throw caution to the wind regarding people like that. But I found him very... so you can listen to his story if you so decide to. I got his book called You Are the Placebo.
Oh.
I went to the library because I heard him talking again, and I thought, oh, here you are again. Okay, you have something significant to say. So I went and I got the book. I think he was a little bit on the telepathy tapes, maybe one of the last interviews, and it reminded me that he exists and he's a very important human to us at this time. And so then I went on my computer and I was 45 pages in, totally enraptured with what he was saying, possibility. And so I went on to YouTube. I typed in Joe Dispenza, You Are the Placebo, and up came the first thing was a meditation. Well, this is interesting, and what a pretty picture. And so I thought, a meditation, I don't know, it's here for me.
Right.
And so I did it. I listened to it. It's 58 minutes with an introduction that now I listen to every time because you hear purpose differently every time.
You hear purpose?
Purpose. Purpose of something. You can hear somebody say things over and over again, and as you change, the message changes. So as I listen to him speak about the purpose of the structure of this meditation, every time I listen to him talk about it, I go, oh, that's interesting. And it is really, really interesting.
Will you send it to me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd
yes,
love to check that out.
It is. And you can get caught up in the beauty of this, this movement of color and stars.
AI.
And then I was kind of looking at it in the beginning and going, no, I'm paying attention to that. I need to go within.
Okay.
And so, it's very deep, and it takes you, whatever that was about. I don't know why I mentioned that.
Well, we were talking about being in a simulation.
Oh, yeah. And certainly a lot of these people that I listen to say, it is, and you think about it, you just go, well, then we
that
disappear.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And if you listen to enough NDEs, you know that we're
eternal. Our bodies aren't.
Although I tell you, I was having meditations. I was meditating, again, telepathy tapes, Eben Alexander, who wrote the book Proof of Heaven, great NED book.
Okay.
A small little book. And he also lectures, and so he was a very famous neurologist, and he would go in and check on his patients, and patients would go, well, doctor, last night I felt like I was looking at myself on the bed. And he'd go, okay, thanks, Betty. See you tomorrow.
Right.
And he said that's the way he was. He would just
Here's your prescription.
go through like that and work on people's brains.
Yeah.
And then he got a horrible case of meningitis, spinal, but also it went up into his brain. So he was in ICU big time, and his brain flatlined. And all the doctors and family saw this. And what happened to him was he went on an amazing NDE. And he came back from that, and they all said, if he comes back, he's a vegetable at best. And so he came back and completely healed from that.
Yep.
And became a spokesperson for NDEs and the exploration of what we don't see and what is actually happening. And I mean, the amazing thing about Dispenza is that he makes so much money through his lectures. I mean, he's just moves through life. He's like a metaphysical tank. He's just grinding and affecting people, and people are so attracted to him. He's got thousands of people at these seminars, and they're all paying thousands of dollars or whatever. And he takes that money and he turns it around into science, and he goes to the latest ability to sense energy. And what happens when people meditate, and he has people get in these things and they can see the brain waves, and there he takes, honestly, he invests his money back into being able to explain to people on earth the science behind this. And he is all about that this is just a projection.
Yeah.
And all we are is we think it's just, we go through life going, oh, bang, bang, this is it. But we're just energy spinning.
Yep.
So his meditation, segue back, like Michael used to say, his meditation about you are the placebo, he's taking you to a place of neutrality. And so in steps that he tells you about, first step, second step, you don't really know because he's telling you. The interesting thing is his voice is, for me, I like the sound of his voice.
That's important.
And it's the cadence. It's the cadence. So he says, go into the space. Between your eyes. Enter the space, and you go.
You're hypnotizing me right now. Just saying it. I'm like, oh.
You go, and he goes through the body, and you become space, where everything is.
Yes.
And that is where your power is. And this is about self-healing, about going in to heal whatever it is. For me, it's one thing. For somebody else, another. And I don't want to speak to what it is for me that I'm searching, because then it becomes out there, and other people will be having thoughts about me doing it when those thoughts interfere into my personal space. And God, I've done it 3 times, the meditation, and each time I savor it because I end up in this place where I am just vibrating, and there's always room to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. But I attune with him, his voice, his cadence, everything. I mean, even the colors and this kaleidoscope of things going around that, you could just look at forever and ever and get the best satisfaction from it. Mauves and lavenders and blacks and kind of starlight, and it's just so beautiful. And I think if somebody puts something out there to the world to look at on YouTube with such integrity, and from the graphics, your graphics are great.
Thank you.
From the graphics to the spoken word, the thoughtfulness of leaving you space to ponder, but coming into, to gather you and then take you into more of an opening. And it's fabulous. And I think for creativity, it takes you to the essence of where creativity comes from.
Interesting.
And the essence of creativity is not just about color and painting and gardening and eyes, but creativity is also healing yourself.
I have some, but there's also a little bit of madness involved. So I think when you reach into that vault of creativity, like Prince, for example, Prince the musician, or Michael Jackson, or people that have that constant energy flow. If they're not protected or they're not careful with that energy, it can drive you crazy also. Like, that's why there are a lot of crazy artists, right?
Yes.
Are they crazy to begin with, and then that's why they do art? Or do they tap into this pool of this artistic, energy? And some people can pull it out, but some people get sucked in, I think. And
sometimes it's drugs too.
Yeah. That's true.
Let's
be real. All these people were on drugs. Yeah. But if you're not creating, you're destroying. So I see that in, like, you can do one or the other. You can be self-destructive, or you can start creating, and that's tying it back to, like, the kids. You see these kids that are being destructive, or they're throwing rocks, or things like that, and you think, like, no, that throwing a rock against the window is like knocking. Like, let me in. I need someone to see me. So it's just I want to be able to provide something for these kids if they're not into sports. But they don't have anything else, maybe offer them theater, or offer them, or if they don't want to be on stage, maybe the lighting, or working.
How about taking them into the moment? So if they're throwing a rock, you go, hey man, do you know what you're throwing? The fucking rock.
Right.
Break that window. Ooh. Well, so what rock would you pick up next, and why do you want to choose that form? Because your life is all about choices.
Right.
So here's this rock, you pick it up for the weight, and you know it's going to leave your hand and go a certain distance to shatter a window. And why do kids throw things? Why do they drop things? Why do they? There's so much sensation around just the action, the sound, the effect.
The power behind it.
Yeah, I mean, shattering glass, it's like this moment of, symbolism. Yeah. Power. Wham.
Yeah.
Symbolism. Reflection. Yes. Shatter. I mean, there's so much there. And I wonder, if you could actually talk to somebody in the moment about what is it that you're doing, and look at it and look at yourself, and man, there's so much inside of you that is your effort is so beautiful in that you want this experience, but you're destroying somebody else's property.
Right. It's misguided.
Within that. So what else can you do? What's the exploration?
And for kids that don't have that self-reflection yet, it's good to have mentors that can, could guide them. Imagine if you were there and could, instead of, like, you're a bad kid for throwing rocks, like,
right.
you see all those things that's behind why that kid is doing that. Or why they're walking around alone in the first place, or, feeling frustrated, or maybe having issues in school, and, without an outlet. So, like, I think with the Aragon Foundation, providing those kind of outlets and opportunities for these kids, that's just what it's all about.
There is no more of that in schools.
Right.
And, the frustration, the anger, the angst, the unknowing, the bad language coming out of those who you're supposed to respect at the top. The kids now, to blow some notes, it does. The infiltration of your foundation and all those who you're gathering with to empower in your own ways.
Yeah.
These children who are our future,
Yes.
who are given permission at least to pound on drums for a while, and you get to feel that, and therefore you understand the sound. It's like, oh, drums in that piece of music. Oh, now I understand. There's an understanding.
Yes.
That it's a voice.
Yeah.
Creativity is a voice, and it's ownership. It's sharing.
Yes.
It's not selfish, because some people, they like to be alone in an attic and just draw 10,000 lines one after the other and leave it, because it's an exercise. Out. It's interesting, the whole autistic world that is now so revealed through the telepathy tapes.
Yeah.
It is oh my God, the creativity that lies within the dysfunction, the perceived. Life is just perception. We perceive these people because it makes us feel more powerful, or I'm not that, or I don't know what to do with that, or that's offensive, or there are all these judgments and perceptions of people that don't fit our standards.
Coming
But
from
yet,
fear of what they don't understand.
and inside those people is a whole human being, a whole spirit who is so full of wisdom and expression that has never been acknowledged.
Yeah.
And if that can be funneled through the stimulation of creativity, I mean, even like I'm looking down, I'm seeing this woman walking along, and I'm seeing her jump, hopscotch
Oh.
in my mind. And because I'm thinking linearly colorful. So how many, if you had children, that would be interesting. Children who know hopscotch, but they're not too old to be in judgment. So like 8 years old, when they're on the cusp of child waking up, how would 25 children up on mission, or not mission, Fifth, where they used to have the children's during the street painting?
Oh, yeah.
All the children's art was up there. How would they see the same idea? Hopscotch. Make your own hopscotch.
Ah.
And some might color in all the squares, or maybe they'll separate them, or you have to, use your foot way out here. Or, it allows for interpretation of something so simple, a game, that children go, well, I want a sunshine in each one of my, things that you jump on, and you get to turn on the sunshine every time.
I love that.
It's the preciousness of creativity right now, the preciousness of all the big to-dos, where they sell and market art, and people believe that that's the latest and that they should own that. Creativity is so much more basic to humankind. It's almost like we're in this desperate time right now to find solace. And solace is creativity.
Period.
It's reading a book of somebody else's creativity, which takes you into the possibility of a world in your own mind. It's the hopscotch of the mind. It's like everybody will read a book, and that's why they're book clubs. Well, how did you like it? How did you talk about it? How did you perceive it? And everybody comes at the same book in a completely different way.
Right.
With all these different colors. If everybody could define, it'd be interesting, have a book club, and you go and you draw what you think was your feeling about the book. It's like
that.
the drawing of a family, kids, mom, dad, kids, dog, house. It's just that there's so many creative ways to approach life, and we are in a desperate time.
Yeah.
In your timing with this, and thank you, Michael,
Yes.
your timing as well, to bring on these foundations, these groups, these school, these classes, whatever it might be, to stimulate our bodies, because it's not just brain. It literally stimulates the human animal to be a better person, because you're getting satisfaction, deep satisfaction. So you buzz. Sometimes you're just buzzing after seeing a good movie, or buzzing after, whoa, I had this painting session that was just such a turn on. I can't wait to step back in front of that flat thing with color on it,
Right.
and apply more, because of the emptying for the spirit.
That's beautiful. And as you empty it, new can come through. So it's a continual cycle. You can't hold on to
Absolutely.
it. You've got to let it flow through.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, for example, I helped James Mosley produce his CD, and he had songs he'd had for like 21 years and he never did anything with. And he'd go like, oh, maybe I'll change the tempo, or maybe I'll change the key. And finally, I was like, James, you need to get this done before you croak. And I said, and if you croak before you get it done, I'm going to finish it, and you're not going to like that.
I know somebody else like that. Yeah.
So really?
Michael,
No, was
not
it like
finishing
that?
his CD.
Oh.
Yeah, or not releasing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But go ahead with your, sorry.
Well, no, I mean, we finally I produced it and got it out on his 75th birthday this last summer.
Wow,
And now he
man.
has dementia, so he's...
Does he really?
Yeah. And it's progressing pretty bad, but the fact is, I'm like, James, you can write another song. This is like constipation. You got to get this out so you can, feed yourself with more. There's always more where that creativity never runs out. Just like love, there's always more of it.
Yes.
Right? And if you stifle it or block it, and you get caught up on like self-judgment, if you're being you let your inner critic come out and stop it from being birthed.
Yep.
Or whatever reason. So anyway, some people just need a push to get that out. Like, okay, here's your laxative. So I was a laxative for James's CD. But
I don't know if you want to use that verb.
I know. Well, I did it. But
that's great. So you wonder about. It was interesting. I went to visit my friends the other night, and we had put it off a week, and I was going to make this. Yummy meal, and I got a phone call from her, although I didn't know that my phone had rung. I was gardening, and so I'm back home and I'm working on dinner, and I see somebody had called me. It was my friend, and she said, well, Lissa, Doug and I had a big fight, and I don't think we should get together tonight. And I was like, are you kidding me? No way. So I ran interference, and a lot of what I learned from the man, Michael Aragon, and I called her, and she was in a different, this was like maybe just an hour from her phone call. She was a little bit different because she had kind of forgotten the energy of what initially happened. Okay. Which was a fight. But then she goes, well, I'm not sure because something's wrong. And I said, well, let's make it right.
Good for you.
Because they like to. And, right, I'm on camera.
I got you. I'm calling the police. I'm glad you forgot. This is where we get the good conversations.
Yeah. But, and I said, Eileen, I said, we're going to have fun, and I'm making dinner for you, and this is going to be eaten because this is special to me. I don't cook for people, right? But I'm cooking for you. So we will laugh, and it will be just fine. And so she goes, oh, well, okay. And I said, I want you both there because I love you both. And so I knocked on the door, and there they were, and I just went in like nothing had happened. Good. And just laughed and got them high, and so they started out as collectors and became really good friends. Oh. And so she's a fabulous artist. She was jeweler, but clearly her mind is getting soft. And so the whole night I was just like, I was always like just changing it and laughing, and I started dancing
like
with
an
her.
Alchemist.
Yeah, it's like
you are an alchemist.
Let's keep it good. And because if you go into a bad thought like I'm not remembering, well, if you say that, well, you're not remembering, right? Because you reiterate that self to yourself. And it may seem like a lie that, well, I am remembering. Well, it's like, why not say that? Why
we
deny
create our own
yourself?
Stories, don't we?
We do, and clearly there are physical things that happen. But I just think there are keys that haven't been found yet about dementia, and it's a curious thing that's happening so much. Yeah. And I mean, is it the overhead particulates that are being spread all over the world and coming down upon us? Who knows what that is?
Well, and I think with AI, that we might, the good parts of it, we might be able to find cures or understand things more. or regenerate nerve endings, or they regenerate the brain. There's so much that we have absolutely no idea about. So that part will be fascinating.
Except for the fact that all the funding for all these kinds of awakenings is being taken away because they
Yeah.
want us to be robots and dumbed down and not find inspiration, not find creativity, not find a voice. And so one of the battles, if you will, that's going on right now is to how do we nurture each other to keep that part of ourselves alive. Did you do the, what was it called? Not the Great Meditation, but it was about a month ago on a Saturday at 10 o'clock here, 10 o'clock here, but it happened all over the world.
Like the harmonic conversion, remember that?
Yeah, I do. I was up on Mount Tam ready to watch the city collapse. Yeah, that's one stage of our awakening, but I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about a couple weeks ago, there was a collective meditation.
Oh yeah, ooh. And so because I've been meditating really deeply, not in the dispensa, but I wanted to just kind of go astral traveling, you know. But I was, Carrie, I was meditating and just, I recorded all of it when I would come back. And the first time I didn't know what was happening, where I was going, and what I was seeing. And then I saw the color change and the emphasis of the energy. And all of a sudden, my body in meditation was twitching. And I'm going, am I doing that? Or is that just happening?
That happens to me too.
Well,
Yeah.
then I get this experience, and I'm going. I'm starting to. I'm feeling like I want to collapse. I want to hold tight, and my whole body tensed up, and I curled into myself because the energy was so fucking intense. I was going, what is going on? And one might equate an orgasm, which no, this was of that magnitude that was so profound and so curious.
As you popped out of your body, this happened?
As I came back into it,
Back. Okay.
I guess. And so the next few times I would go different places and see different things. And then every time I came back, when this entry became so intense, and I had my eyes closed, this image color, this like color would come up, and it would be, the last time it was like blue inside and then trimmed out in kind of like a teal on off-white, but it would be completely pixelated. Completely pixelated. This thing, it was like kabam, and this thing would come in front of me, this color, pixelated, and then it would go away, and then I would calm down, and then I would just lean back and just breathe and go,
Have you tried to paint it?
God. I probably am. I don't know. I mean,
That would be cool. I'd
it's
love to see it.
experiential. I don't think that kind of thing, because it's like trying, I don't know.
It's hard to put it into two dimensions. Because
Whoa.
It's so,
Oh, so intense. And that was relating to something else that I started talking about. Yeah. Well, at any rate, we are much more than
You were talking
this.
about the collective meditation.
Oh, thank you. Good girl.
Yeah.
We're in purple.
Always.
Spiritual teacher.
Is that what people that wear purple are?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Today.
Today?
But yeah, so I was away with a bunch of women, 17 this time. I had to cook huevos rancheros for 17 women. But it's a gals that go away. We've been going away for them at least 35 years, and me like maybe 25 with the same women.
That's so
and we
cool.
grow and change, and we're all different. We all people die at any rate. I said, you guys, I am going to be meditating at 10 o'clock on Saturday because there's this great convergence. Maybe that's what it was called. A great convergence of people holding hands, holding energy together, because energy, they have proven that 9 feet on either side of a human is your energy zone, let alone it goes forever and ever and ever.
Right.
And so you're linking your energy in this great moment around the world for 5 minutes at the same time.
That's so powerful.
And I felt it, and I twitched, and I could feel the pulse. And when it was over, I went, oh my God, I did feel that. When I told everybody else, it was like, why even tell them? Because it's like it lessens the experience, because then you start, there's this doubt and this, what is it? And so these kinds of things are best talked about with people who experience it and want to experience it. And I experienced it, and I thought, oh my God, this is so exciting, because it happened all over.
That's where real change is going to happen. It has to be collective like that, and
absolutely,
and on an energetic level.
Yes.
Your meter, it's we've been talking for 1 hour and 35 minutes, so I'd like you to.
And you know what? It's 1:11.
Oh my God.
I don't want to get a ticket.
Yeah, can you come back though? Because I want to talk about
I'll feed it.
the artwork, the
Okay.
jazz paintings.
Okay.
Okay. See you soon.